Today, we're talking about an unexpected bond, the friendship between King Charles III and Melania Trump. Yes, you heard that right, the former First Lady of the United States and the King of England share a unique connection. So get comfy, grab a cup of tea or coffee, and let's unravel this royal tale together. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Throne Talk community. We're just getting started on this exciting journey, and your support means the world. So, how did this all start? Picture this. It's 2005, and Melania Trump, then newly married to Donald Trump, meets Charles, the Prince of Wales at the time. It's not every day you casually chat with a prince, right? But this meeting was just the beginning of what would become an intriguing friendship. Fast forward to 2019, during President Trump's state visit to the United Kingdom. This was a high-profile event, with plenty of pomp and circumstance, and it's where their connection really started to shine. You've got Melania, known for her reserved elegance, and Charles, famous for his passion for the environment and witty humor. At first glance, they might seem like an unlikely pair, but as we all know, life has a funny way of bringing people together. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. After that state visit, their relationship didn't just end with polite smiles and photo ops. No, they've reportedly kept in touch through letters. Yes, actual handwritten letters. I mean, who even does that anymore? It's like something straight out of a period drama, but it's happening in real life. Imagine Charles, sitting at his desk in one of his many royal residences, pen in hand, writing a thoughtful note to Melania. And Melania, in turn, responding from her post-White House life. There's something so charmingly old-school about it, don't you think? But what do they write about? Well, we can't exactly peek into those letters, but we can take an educated guess. Charles is a man deeply committed to environmental causes, so it wouldn't be surprising if he shared his thoughts on climate change or his latest green initiatives. And Melania, with her focus on children's well-being through her Be Best campaign, might have found common ground with Charles on the importance of creating a better world for future generations. It's a meeting of minds that transcends politics and royal protocols. Speaking of protocols, let's talk about that 2019 state visit for a moment. Do you remember the iconic images of Melania and Charles together at various events? One that stood out was the lavish state banquet at Buckingham Palace. Melania's stunning Dior gown and Charles's dapper tuxedo made for a picture-perfect moment. But beyond the fashion, there was a genuine warmth in their interactions. Charles is known for his ability to make people feel at ease, often cracking a joke or two. And Melania, though often seen as reserved, seemed to genuinely enjoy his company. It's these small moments that make you realize there's more to these public figures than what meets the eye. Now, let's add a little humor to this royal story. Can you imagine what their letters might actually say? Maybe Charles writes, "Dear Melania, the garden at Highgrove is looking splendid this year. The roses remind me of the state banquet. By the way, do let me know where you got that Dior gown. Camilla might fancy one for our next event." And Melania replies, "Dear Charles, the garden sounds wonderful. As for the gown, let's just say it's custom. But if Camilla wants some fashion tips, I'm only a letter away." Okay, maybe not exactly like that, but you get the idea. It's fun to imagine the lighter side of these exchanges. Their correspondence also highlights an important aspect of diplomacy: the human connection. In a world where so much is done through emails and social media, the act of handwriting a letter feels deeply personal. It's a way of saying, "I'm taking the time to connect with you on a deeper level." And for Charles and Melania, this connection seems to have blossomed into a genuine friendship. It's a reminder that even at the highest levels of power and privilege, relationships are built on simple acts of kindness and communication. Now, let's not forget the broader context here. Charles, now King Charles III, has always been a man of strong opinions and convictions. He's spent decades advocating for sustainability, organic farming, and interfaith dialogue. These are issues that transcend borders and resonate with people around the world. Melania, on the other hand, brought a different perspective to the table as First Lady, focusing on children's issues and anti-bullying campaigns. Their friendship shows that despite their different roles and backgrounds, there's a shared commitment to making a positive impact. And isn't that what true diplomacy is all about? As we wrap up this story, let's take a moment to appreciate the unexpected friendships that life throws our way. Whether it's a future king and a former First Lady or you and your neighbor down the street, these connections remind us of our shared humanity. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll get a peek into those letters and discover even more about this fascinating bond. Until then, we'll keep wondering and enjoying the stories that bring a little bit of royal magic into our lives. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Throne Talk family. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. We've got plenty more royal stories coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss them. Until next time, take care, and keep the royal vibes alive.